Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Gramps and today we have some big news in the Brawl Stars / Starr Park universe. So, just recently I posted a video about talking about Colette, the new Brawler that was leaked, and a couple days afterwards they had Brawl Talk, which everyone knew was going to be coming on Monday because in the animation it said, had fun brawling with you, talk to you soon, and then it had the date of today, which is the September 7th, 2020. So, we knew we were getting a really long Brawl Talk because we could see how long it was, but I'm pretty sure no one expected what we were given. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you clearly live underneath a rock and you haven't watched Brawl Talk, which I really suggest you do because it's interesting. Also, this update coming out, even like minus the Starr Park stuff, the quality of life changes and everything else, the skins and all that we're getting, whew, this is gonna be a good update. Now, other than the update, we're gonna be talking about the little investment video, is what it's called, investor video, I mean, that they had in the middle of the Brawl Talk, and we're gonna be talking about all the Easter eggs that you can find in them. Now, in this one, I'm gonna be going over chronological order that they appear in. So, just so you can see, like, if you want to go back to watch yourself, you can see them all appearing when you can see them. But without further ado, guys, let's get into all of the Easter eggs that you can find in this stuff. Now, some of these Easter eggs seem pretty obvious, some of them don't. The most obvious ones I don't include. Like at one point when they were doing the animation, like showing you like Starr Park is an animation industry as well, you could see that it had those old-timey cartoons of them. I don't feel the need to say, hey, if you didn't know, that's actually Ultra Jailer Jackie and Carl and all that. Like, you can obviously tell. So some I don't say that are obvious and some I do. So, anyways, with all that said, let's start talking about the Easter eggs that you can find. So at 2 minutes and 8 seconds in, at the start of the animation, you can see the pan in, and you can hear the guy talking. He said, the time to explain is now, which is obviously a Easter egg, and I'm not at Brawl Stars' first animation, no time to explain. So that one's pretty obvious. Now 2:18, you can see Human Spike in the background, really long, looking like a dill pickle. I guess you could say he's, I don't even want to do this joke, but I wrote it in the script. I'm gonna edit it out. So you can see Human Spike being long boy. He's ugly, he's weird. So that's that. Then we got Mr. P also in the background. You can see, mind the background noises, my freaking family's eating and they're kind of being a little bit annoying, but without that being said, Mr. P Mascot is in the background also, dancing around, being whatever he's doing. Then 2:29, this one's a little bit more obvious. You can see Dynamike, you know, chilling there, laying down, which I find interesting. Now, after Dynamike, you can see at 2:30, Gale just, you know, chilling. Now, it's pretty obvious that he's Gale. If you don't know, like, if you're still not sure, you can see that he has a leaf blower with him, which is indeed, in fact, proves that he's Gale. Now, at 2:32, you can see the Pirate Cove theme, pirate ship, where, like, you know, it's being attacked by the octopus tentacles. Now after that, 2:39, I believe, or 2:35, I believe, you can see the house from Slugfest, the big circle thing that was in the background of the 8-bit minigame that you can see in Slugfest. So that's that. At 3:21, you can see behind the man in the photo frame. I got this one off of Reddit, so credit where credit is due. Credit where Reddit is due. I got this from Reddit, of course, like I just said. It's Frank, Danny, and Ryan. You can tell because Ryan has that one smile that you can see from a mile away. And clearly the guy on the right is Danny. I mean, I could be wrong, and the dude on Reddit could be wrong, but it does look like Danny. Frank, Danny, and Ryan. So 3:27, you can see a Brawl ball that the girl is painting. Just, you know, a Brawl ball. I didn't see that on my first watching. 3:36, you can see Poco's head and his guitar from the starpark.biz website. You can see that was there, and that's what it was called. Missing the body, I think, is what the description of it on Starr Park. At 3:41, you can see Snowman. Now this one is a little bit more of an Easter egg that you have to dig through. The Snowman is actually a Brawler concept for Gene. That's what Gene was. Gene was going to be a snowball or a snowman, and the Snowman is one of Paul Chambers' failed Brawler ideas. He didn't want to go with the Snowman, and instead we got Gene. So that's that. 341, you can see a Sprout sticky note. It's really hard to see. I also saw this on my second time watching. It's on the foot of a table that you can see on the left of the guy, just vibing there. After that, you can at 402, you can see a lot of things. So I'm just gonna group them all here. So you can see a Project Laser arcade machine, which at one point shows 8-Bit's face in distress, meaning that like he doesn't like what's happening or something. You can also see again Human Spike. You can see crows at the top of like a little changing booth. You can see Mr. P in the background. The main thing that you can see is Bruce, you know, the one that ends up, you know, biting off the face, the bite of 87. And then you see Frank's head also to the right of that. And also, if you look up at the wall, you can actually see the blueprints to the Super Stadium, which I found interesting. Now, 431, you can see, now this one is a little bit, not of an Easter egg, but more so of a scary, creepy thing. At 431, you can see that like he's pointing to people and saying, here's like dreams, and here's wonder or whatever. I forgot what he says. But you can see that he clearly hits people. Now, I at first didn't know. I didn't care. Like, he was, of course, pointing to a little model. But then it shows when he pointed at the big ball building, it broke into the wall, and he was sitting there, and you could see. So that clearly means that when he was pointing to the people, at first, like, he pointed to them, and he, of course, hit them, meaning these people are probably injured or dead. So, because apparently he has real-life repercussions of where he points. So, these people are clearly dead. So, F in the chat for them. Next up, you can see at 512, the fun enforcers are blinking. And the thing about Brawl Stars is that they really have a fun time with their Morse code. Now, if I know anything about Morse code, is that you can portray Morse code in blinking. And these people look like they were blinking something. Now, of course, they couldn't fit like a whole-on sentence in Morse code, because if you know how Morse code works, it takes a long time to portray long messages, especially if you're blinking. So they're probably blinking something like SOS or like help or something like that. Next, at 422, you can see a family getting onto the onto a roller coaster. I think it's called the luggage coaster from the starpark.biz website. After they go in, and then when it pans to the next, when it pans over to the right, you can see them coming off, and the mother and father are dead. And also that's where Leon and Nita get their origin. As you can see, Leon puts his hoodie on, and the one of the fun enforcers, I guess I'm calling them that, one of the fun enforcers passes a teddy bear of Bruce onto the girl's lap. So that's probably Leon's and Nita's origin. At 446, you can see movie posters. Now, this one is kind of broad because I don't really know all of them. You can see the lady with the three-legged dog. I don't know what that is referencing to. Some people on the Reddit are saying it might portray Jessie and Scrappy, although Scrappy has 4 legs. So maybe Jessie's dog originally had 3 legs. She was like, I don't want it. She killed it and made Scrappy. Now, I mean, that's just one of the theories, many theories that can be possible. Probably not true. And then you can see one, I'm just remembering off the top of my head, you can see one that says boom boom boom, and it's of Bo riding a Dynamike, what is it, Robo-Mike bomb, nuclear warhead thing, something like that. So he's riding that, and those are just 2 of the movie posters that you can see. At 607, you can see B riding a bee, being chased by the ladybugs. At first I didn't know it was B, and then, you know, I looked again. Lo and behold, it was B. At 609, you can see Bibi and Mortis, you know, playing baseball. But the thing that's interesting is I don't know who the ump is, the umpire. He either might be like a scrapped Brawler designer, just any normal, just whatever. At 610, you can of course see Frank, and behind him are more of those little goblin mans. I don't know what they are. At 618, now again, this is where I mentioned you know, I'm not caring about the first animation parts where, you know, it was showing like old-fashioned animation and all that. But at 6:18, Stepbirds, you know how it says Stepbirds, it's actually I mean, this one's pretty obvious, but I feel the need, you know, some people might have not known this. I didn't know it the first time, then I watched it again. I was like, oh yeah, it's Crowbo and Mr. P, of course, as birds. You know, they're not like Mr. P and Bo and all that. They're not actually, you know, the brawlers we have. At 6:52, you can see the robots from Robo Rumble on the back. You can see the legs of the boss in the background, and then you can see the head of the sniper bot with just the red eyes not there. And then at 6:01 or 7:01, sorry, the guy mopping switches places with the person who was talking this whole time. At first, again, I didn't know that. I thought it was just a random guy that he switched out to. I didn't notice that when he switched, it was actually the guy talking who was, you know, mopping at the end when they switched places, which I found interesting. And 7:48, Mr. P, you can see him just dead on the fawns of the Starr Park logo. You can see him just vibing there dead, you know. And then at 7:56, you can see the ball house that they are originally in is smoking green, which, if you don't remember, in the WKBRL live stream, you can hear I think it was everyone saying Gale. You can hear Gale yelling that, oh no, there's green smoke coming in, you know, he was in distress. So maybe Gale was working there and, you know, the green stuff started smoking. So you can see that. And there's also another like park area that is on fire. I don't know what it is because it's like it's an old vintage film, so I can't really see, even in watching in 1080p, I can't really make out what that part of the park is, but it's also on fire. So those are all the significant Easter eggs that can be found in this little investor video. And yeah, honestly, freaking leave it to the best mobile game company to have their game be so like enriched in lore. Like, I'm so like, no other Supercell game is like this. Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, Boom Beach Heyday, Rush Wars, none of them have this much depth and lore into this, and I'm super glad that Brawl Stars is the game that I decided to, you know, like. So I'm excited to see where this this Starr Park theme goes, and I'm excited to see how the future is set for Supercell and Brawl Stars and Starr Park. It's just, I can't wait. I'm excited. So thank you guys very much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe and like, because that'd be cool. And yeah, with that being said, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.